Welcome to your daily focus for June the 18th, 2019. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Um, I send it right back to you. Thank you truly. Well, we had the full moon in Sagittarius yesterday, and then I think halfway through the day, the moon went into Capricorn. So it was about making our dreams, our wishes come true. And with the Capricorn moon, we could quickly step into that. The sun is still in Gemini, but before week's end, it will be in Cancer. So happy birthday, all you late Gemini cusp people, and perhaps a belated. And happy birthday, Cancerians. Numerology of the day is 9, right? 18, so a 9. Um, it's about endings. 9 is about clearing the path. So very much the energy of the full moon. So the sun. We won't go into the numerology too much. 18. The sun comes out. This is you. This is your light. This is your brightness. This is, the flowers down below symbolize the maturity, the growth, the experience, the knowledge, the wisdom, the talent that you have gained on your path to now. And that light doesn't come from above, it comes from you. It's shooting right out of your hand. It lights the way to the path forward, the doorway. So you should be feeling very strong today, very confident today, and be able to really get a clarity and an understanding of what direction you want to go, why you want to go there, how it's going to look. And maybe not all the little details, but how it's going to look, how it may play out, what are the steps that need to be taken. It's very clear to you here. I think we can all figure out exactly how to get to that doorway. Three of Wands. So maybe we are looking at things, but I don't know about decisions. Could be. Maybe. For a while there, I was getting those three wands as three different, completely different paths for you. And now I'm kind of getting to, you're going to be making decisions here. You're really looking at things and weighing it out. And if I do this, this may happen. And if I do that, I might go in this direction. And really coming to an understanding or a clarity of what is good for you, what is best for you and the collective, right? So we stand at that first wand and we look out into the horizon. And it just looks like such a wide, expansive path for us. And there's a lot of water here, so I would say there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of passion, enthusiasm, maybe some momentum starting to pick up for you on a chosen path. But before we make those decisions, we will move over to the second one. We will think of our path in a different sense. And I think the third one, we finally move over and we make a decision of exactly how to go forward. So that's not necessarily today. It could be tomorrow. It could be next week. It could be at the new moon. So don't rush. This card, we don't rush, though. We rarely rush. We might get impatient. We might want to get there already, but we know that there are things that we have to think about, things that we have to weigh out in order to truly step into where we want to go, in order to be able to make that 110% commitment to ourselves, to our goal, to our dream, to apply the determination, to apply the courage perhaps, to change some behaviors. I mean, we are in full moon energy, so we could be looking at closure and completion in order to be able to truly step upon the path. And I think we have a strong clarity, a strong understanding of ourselves with the sun there, of who we are and what we can accomplish when we put our minds to it. So this is one of those kinds of days of putting our mind to something and then taking a step back and saying, yes, I've got this. Whether it is enhancing or deepening a relationship, or stepping into a new career, or doing something within the community, standing up to the plate, so to speak. It might be in fun. It might be in enjoying yourself, of bringing back that balance of not just work, 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 go, 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 but making a part of your day for just you, for relaxation, for happiness, for joy. The lovers. This is incredibly deep passion that we are feeling. This could be growing relationships. If you were to meet somebody today, it could potentially be a soulmate. This is 110% commitment. Our arms are intertwined. We almost turn into one body there. And yet we're two. Two unique souls enhancing each other's lives. Or maybe it's a group of people. This could be deepening relationships, deepening your spirituality, whatever your passion, your dream, what motivates you, whatever that is. Okay, this is a time to really embrace it, to say it's a part of me. It's what defines me, what makes me happy, what makes me feel like I'm an asset. I'm of service. I'm appreciated. I'm wanted. I'm needed. I'm loved. So, and remember that we are in full moon energy, so it's probably something a little bit more along the lines of what we need to let go of in order to invite this energy in, rather than experiencing the energy as much as knowing what to do in order to invite this energy in. So if you're having negative experiences today, and I think Mercury is crossing over Mars, so that's not an easy energy ever, and we can get frustrated quite easily. Watch the road rage today. Whether it's you behind the wheel or somebody else, watch the road rage. People will get a little snappy. Because they're restless and they can feel the energy. They can feel the energy of the shift that we're all experiencing, but we know about. So you got the one up on them. So have a little bit of compassion and empathy. Use your energy. Use that, almost like a controlled release into what you really want to go for and what you want to work on. Maybe it's just journaling today. Maybe it's getting it all down on paper. Maybe it's talking to a friend or a confidant and feeling out the energy. Maybe it's about researching or debating something that you feel strongly about. This is about your passions. This is about your dreams. And remember that with the full moon energy, it gave, at least the cards gave us, it was going to be a sensible approach, or a realistic approach, that we weren't, Neptune going retrograde this week will give us that, but we've got to be feeling that energy too. And seeing where we had the blinders on, or somebody was pulling the wool over our eyes. And getting the clarity and getting the understanding of what brings you value, what brings you, yeah, value in your life in order for you to go forward, to strengthen your path, and what doesn't, what weighs you down, what burdens you. We have inner truths. 16, inner truth. Inner truths. There's a lot of depth to your feeling. You are on your way to understanding your feelings and desires more clearly. The next steps on your path will soon reveal themselves. Stay vigilant to new opportunities that may lead to the beginnings of novel projects or assist with current ventures. Look around you and within you. Be willing to do the work at the deepest level, as you will find jewels of wisdom, knowledge, and the inner voice, all waiting patiently to assist you. Nature's crystals are created deep within the earth. Go deep and find your own treasures. So the magic is already within you. I mean, we kind of got that with the sun, right, as our first card. And what drew me today to this card was the sunflowers at the bottom there, or mid bottom right there. About your knowledge, your sage wisdom, who you've become, your strength, your fortitude, your passion, your desire, your love. It's about you today. It's about you going forward. And so dig deep within and go within and maybe meet the real you again. Maybe you've been covering up a part of who you truly are. Or at least dampening it down a little bit so it's not out there as much, or curtailing what you like towards what somebody else likes. But if it's and that's okay so long as you're happy. But if you're not, if it's like, oh my gosh, we've got to do this again, I don't want to do it with them. No, no, no. Sometimes we feel like going when we go to work. No, I don't want to go today. I just want to stay in bed, sleep an extra hour, get some caught up on some stuff, maybe perhaps. We've had rain, 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 so everybody around me is way behind on any kind of gardening because it's just been too wet to get out there. So maybe we feel like we don't want to go to work because there's so many other things in our life that we could be putting our attention and our focus on. And we know we have to go to work because we got to get that paycheck. So, you have to look at, okay, well, it provides me money. So I'm grateful that I have a job to go to pay for all the things I need and want in this world, but also to allow me to put my focus where it needs to be. So what do I want to be doing and how am I going to work towards that? Because you already have the truth inside of you. Maybe it's we don't Netflix binge anymore. Maybe we're not playing games on the computer. Maybe we're not watching yeah, it's about transforming those 5 minutes and those 10 minutes and those 15 minutes into something that is going to actually move you forward. If that's all you have, know that the magic is already inside of you. Know that you already have the answers. That's what the Three of Wands is about, knowing it. And then you can truly embrace that passion, that dream, that desire. Because you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that that makes you happy, that that gives you balance. Let's see what our animal is. Anybody else see that full moon right at the top there? And look at all those different paths we can take. It's almost like the Three of Wands in many ways, right? We're looking at three different openings, three different pathways. And there you are, your inner child, deciding, where do I want to go? What do I truly want to step into? This is a time when dreams can come true if you commit. And it's like a sensible, realistic approach. I get that very strongly with these cards. And you already have the magic within you to go there. So what is holding you back, and identify it. So when you're having a hard time today, that's where I started a long time ago. If you're having a hard time today, then channel that energy into something that's actually going to move you in the direction that you want to go. And only you can do that. So it's, yes, it's about dreaming about the possibilities, but it's also about doing what is needed. Remember, we had the 11 card in the middle there. We had the Justice card yesterday, asking us to be 110% committed, to take that sword and cut away. So once again, I get that Archangel Michael coming down with this sword and cutting those ties, those cords that bind us. Maybe we've become too reliant or dependent on something. Maybe it's the opposite, that we've become that thing for somebody else. We have giggle. Finding time for you, finding laughter, finding joy. And the deer comes out. So important to bring in that balance in your life right now. We've been going work, 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 anxiety, fear, responsibility, obligation, work, 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 sleep. Let's do it all again tomorrow. And we have forgotten ourselves in the process, and it's time to bring that balance back in. And the deer says, it's time to giggle. Giggle, laugh, smile, comedy, fun, and play. Live and work, but do not forget to play. To have fun in life and really enjoy it. Deer tells you to giggle. He feels that your laughter has been stifled in life's difficulties and pains. Smiling is a start, and oftentimes a giggle follows. Giggling is something we notice with young children. Once again, that inner child, right? Giggle is something that we notice within young children as part of their natural existence. Adults tend to lose their silliness and amusement at life because of the burden of pain. But by being childlike and giggling, there is a release of stress. An essential part of your daily life should include smiles, laughs, humor, and giggles. Read, tell a joke, turn on a comedy. Before you know it, the giggles will come natural to you, and don't worry about the judgment of others. Create a playful environment at work and at home, and know that you cannot make someone be motivated. That comes from within each individual person. Just plant the seed. Water it. Remember to fertilize and watch those blooms appear. Spend more time with those who make you laugh and smile, and less with those who make you sad. Surrounding yourself with happy people creates a happy life. The world can be changed. Your world can be changed. And it is as simple as smiling at someone who looks sad. Waving in a car that has a difficult time turning. Offering a hug to a perfect stranger who's having a bad day. Or making small talk with the cashier who looks depressed. Some may call it pay it forward or a random act of kindness, but some call it a normal part of their day. What happens is that with each of these acts, it creates a ripple, and that raises the vibration of the universe, and it starts with you. And so put on that smile, even when it's forced. And many times I worked retail with 3 kids, 2 of them with autism, single mom, and working retail. And I had to leave my problems at the door. I couldn't be successful at selling if I was going to carry in the baggage. And so sometimes you have to say, okay, I'm having a lot of problems at home, but I'm going to step out this door. Once I close the door, the problems are going to stay there until I come home. So they'll be fine until I come back. And so now it's time to change my energy. And I'd go to work and I would completely forget about all of my problems. I'd get so, talking to people and greeting people and smiling at people and having, um, growing relationships with some people that would frequent the place. And it made it much easier to come home and turn that doorknob because I allowed myself a release. And sometimes we don't allow ourselves a release. Sometimes we don't turn the page. Sometimes we don't change the channel. And we allow our mind to just sit there. And so, yes, I'm going to say it. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it. So when you have that kind of, it's pulling you down and you can't seem to break through, imagine a monkey water skiing, wearing a pink bandana, eating a banana, and your mind will try to create the picture of this little monkey water skiing with a pink bandana on, eating a banana, holding onto that triangle right onto the rope there, right, and flying through the water, and the waves are going, and maybe some fish are jumping, and your mind automatically switches. For about 5 seconds, you have a moment to get out of that heavy energy and jump into a happier, more vibrant energy. And so, that's the time to run out your door and slam it closed and say, okay, let's do this. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's have some giggles. Let's get something accomplished. Let's go out and just be nice to people and smile at people and hold the door open. Somebody was handing out posters the other day of their little dog that had gone missing. And I'm like, can I give you a hug? I'm so sorry your baby's missing. Like, can I just give you a hug? Wow. I read once that a hug is the most valid way of telling somebody that they matter. So, until we meet again, you matter. So, until we meet again, no, please, that I do love you.